second year athletic training student at South Dakota State University. As a first year student, you have 4 clinical rotations, and as a second year student in the program, which is your senior year, you have 3 clinical rotations. We are required to have a total of 800 hours of clinical experiences. We follow a clinical instructor, which is a CI, who is a certified athletic trainer. We help them tape ankles, injury assessment, anything like preparing for practice. And also, when you're a second year student too, you get to choose your clinical rotation, and I chose wrestling because when I was a first year student, that was one of my rotations, and I really enjoyed wrestling because I got to see a lot of different injuries with wrestling and got to deal with a lot of rehab. I saw a dislocated elbow, a couple dislocated fingers, and also a broken nose. So those were fun to see, and see how the injury process works with all of them. So that's why I chose wrestling as a second year student, and I got to follow the whole season with them, which was really exciting for me. First, we come in and we start preparing for practice. Earlier in the day, we help with rehab with any athletes that have injuries. We normally schedule them earlier in the day before their practice to get their rehab done before they have to go out and wrestle. And then once we get done with rehabs, we start preparing for actually practice. The next thing we do before practice is we do treatments. So we tell our athletes to come in prior to practice so we have enough time to do either ultrasound, E-stem, or heat packs or anything like that. The next thing we do is our taping before practice. The 2 main things we taped in wrestling were ankles and wrist taping, because a lot of guys jam their wrists, or even fingers, dislocations, anything like that, we tape them. After taping, then we go to their practice to make sure there's no injuries that occur or any emergency situation, because we are the immediate care if there's something to happen to any of the athletes. After practice, if any injuries have occurred or anything like that, or any previous injuries that people have had and been getting treated on, we tell them to come in for more treatment afterwards. I like athletic training because I like learning about the body and the physiology behind it, and also I like to still be involved around sports because that's what I excelled in high school. My future plans are to be a physical therapist, and the reason why I chose physical therapy and an athletic training degree was because athletic training is a good prerequisite before going into physical therapy school, because as an athletic trainer you deal with a lot of rehabilitation aspects, and that's what physical therapy is a lot about.